It up. Shontai, I have yours here, love. Oh, I love this one. What's my spiritual gifts? Give me a second while I grab pen and paper. You lost at poker last week. That's what it was. She needed the $23. She took the 23. No, we're not going to bring his mum into it. Poor mum's innocent based off that. Poor mum's probably rolling her eyes. Alright, this is for Shontai. Spiritual gifts. We rudely interrupt your broadcast to focus on the real shit. Interference, but it was a technicality. Gotcha. I see you, Shani. Alright. Sorry, I was also looking for the other idiot that we had in here. They lost interest. They lose interest pretty quick when they don't get to have the reaction that they're expecting. Anyway, moving along. Alright, just give me a second to tap in, and then we'll go from there. Thank you, Krista. Your daughter's name is Shontai as well, Michelle? Pretty. Hey, Kristen. Good to see you. Shontai, are you afraid of what you may see? Because there's almost like this push-pull between vision, like clairvoyance, but there's also like this fear in your throat chakra is showing. So this is why I'm asking, is there a fear in what you may see, or have you had bad experience in seeing things before that you're a little bit, or hear that, you're a little bit tentative of allowing yourself to fully open when it comes to sight? Yeah. That's okay. Because I feel like you've had more and more visions or seeing more and more things, but it's like you kind of dig your heels in a little bit. You're not allowing yourself to fully open up. And I feel like your spirit team is pushing that a little bit. Like my eyes are actually tired because they're like, she just needs to surrender. And it's always contradictory when we want to explore more, but there's something there that is kind of holding us back a little bit. So I'm just asking how you can navigate through this a little bit safely. You can request, pardon me. So you have a voice, you have free will. You can request that, yes, I would like to see. I would like to see, and this is how I would say it if I was in this position. I would talk to my spirit team. So for me, I go, guides, guardian angels, ancestors of my highest good. I am open to my clairvoyance being open. However, please show me things slowly. Please show me things in a way that I'm comfortable with seeing them until I'm ready to explore more. Show me things that are safe. Show me things that don't frighten me. Help me to be open to seeing and accepting more, but move slowly. Again, you know, reiterate, move at a pace that I am comfortable with. Because sometimes that'll weed out those other things. But also, if there's things, sometimes our guides can be stubborn, and it's because we also need to step up a little bit. And what I mean by that is sometimes they can persistently show us something. So instead of going, oh my God, why the fuck am I looking at that? Or freaking out completely. It's weird, and there's different perspectives on it. Nothing can harm us unless we allow it to. But even also that's up for debate, right? Depending on the experiences, depending on the contracts that people have. And the learning experience that you requested as well. So it's interesting. It's kind of, I'm trying to dig a little bit more into, because I feel like they've been persistently trying to get you to see more or get you to be open to seeing more. Let me just catch up with the comments. You want to connect to your spirit guides and be open to this. There's a for you, you can check in with yourself, as in, you know how your initial response might be immediately fear, like, I don't want to see that. Now, am I fearful of what I may see? Is this my fear? What is the true underlying fear there? Not so much where does it come from. I feel like you already know where it comes from. But when we're in a state of fear, especially with our sight, it's always important to check in with your body. Is this my genuine fear? Because if that's your fear that you recognize, then you're not recognizing a lower vibration around you. You're simply recognizing your fear. And when we have the fear there, it can heighten the experience. Or we may have murky waters of like, what is this image to me? Who is this person to me? What does this mean to me? Are they here to harm? Are they here to help? Are they here to guide? Right? So by that thought process, we can ask different types of questions. But we first have to check in with how we're feeling. Because if that fear is there, then that's going to cloud every other thing that comes into. So if you can find a way to ground yourself in those moments, remind yourself that you're safe. Let's explore this. Let's have a look. Because again, I can see that you're absolutely willing to see more and explore more. But there's something there where your initial response is it's sort of this hold your breath type of what the fuck moment. And it's brief, but the fear can hold on. So if you can separate your emotions from the fear and go, okay, well, let's explore, because that's going to be your biggest guide, right? It allows you to tap into your intuition better, to understand and feel the energy of what's being shown to you. You know, is this energy friendly? Is this energy a lower vibration? Which is it for me? If it's a lower vibration, you can simply say, no, I'm out. No, I'm out. And not choose to dig in anymore, but try to separate your emotions there a little bit. I'm just catching up with comments. What happened with poo? Sabrina, you like poo. You get scared. You've always been like that. But I need to change that. You know what? You're already changing that. Things are already changing and shifting for you. You're already having the experiences. Because again, you already know that you want to explore more, and that's half the work, right? And now it's just putting things into practice. So for you, it's more about going, okay, yes, this may be scary, but this is where I love the phrase again. I love the phrase, let's see where this goes. Let's see what this is showing me in this moment. Because again, that takes the pressure off. There's no expectation, there's no standards, and we're just observing, we're just looking. Dishing up dinner and Lena took the phone. Hey, Lena. So a few things there for you to work on. And it's just practice, however it shows. It's just practice. But for you, it's reminding yourself to be grounded and not to have that initial reaction of fear. Let's explore this. Let's see where this goes. All right, what else is coming up for you? Did you get touched on the shoulder recently? This is from behind. I'm laughing because I see you jumping forward. You can state those boundaries. If you don't want to be touched, if that's too much, you can go, please don't touch me. Or you can again talk to your spirit team and go, nobody is to touch me. I'm not ready for that yet. I don't want anyone to touch my shoulder, touch my arm, touch my hair. I don't want the jump scares. And you can suggest other ways that you would feel comfortable with You want to be so tapped in, so you get scared. Yeah, that's okay. You've got this. But again, the more you see, the more comfortable you get with it. There hasn't been much that phases me. I've had a few, before I visited even on TikTok, had a few weird experiences that I've been like, what the fuck? But I just get shown so many different things. For me, I get excited about all the new things that I get to see. And I don't know, that fuels the curiosity. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a sick, weird, feed the obsession type thing. I love it. But it's whatever it takes for you to switch it into being curious. Let's see what we can learn here. Let's see what this can teach me in this moment. Let's see what, maybe you're seeing a person, somebody's loved one. Let's see what they have to say. Take all the expectations off yourself as to how it's meant to come in, and just be open to the experience. But yeah, with the touching, if the touching is too much, like you're being touched on the shoulder or your hair's being pulled, it's not always harmful, right? It's there because sometimes that force is needed for your brain to recognize that somebody in spirit is touching your shoulder. So sometimes there is love behind it, but sometimes we're so caught up in our own daily lives that we don't notice those things. So if it's too much and it's too hard, and that's the thing too, when they're tapping on your shoulder or when they're tugging on your hair and it's a lot, that's because you need to recognize what it is. Once you recognize what it is, then they can lessen that contact. They can make it lighter and softer, but you'll be cued in to feel those cues as well. So, and that's part of the journey. It's part of the practice. What else is coming in for you? Sometimes you feel like someone touches your shoulder. Yeah. Yeah, they showed me one instance where and this is right shoulder that I'm tapping because that's where they were showing me, and I feel you sort of did the whole, like, what the fuck? They're also saying for you to trust your gut instinct because that is your intuition. You feel from the gut. So if something doesn't feel right, and this seems almost generic. It's not there for everyone. Everyone has different ways of picking up things, but for you, it's deep in the gut. You almost feel it higher. Like almost, like bottom of your ribs type of feeling is where you feel it. It sort of clenches and tightens. I feel like those ones are your warning to say, like, that's a no-go. So whoever's talking about something, maybe somebody's trying to grab your attention or they're talking a lot of baloney, you're, like, again, it's kind of diaphragm. It's right below your ribs, bottom of your ribs. And you could feel this sort of clenching that happens, this tightness. And for you, that you should begin to recognize that as like a alarm system, like pay attention whenever that's happening. Pay attention to the conversation too. You do, yeah. Couldn't have said it better, Sabrina. Your hearing is there too. You hear it more outside of your ear, so as though somebody is standing here talking in, but sometimes it sounds like whispers. You can ask for clarity on those. Like, you can, again, speak to your team, ask for them to, or even whoever's talking to you, to speak clearer, to slow down their speech pattern, to come closer. Yes, I know that sounds weird, but sometimes if you get them to come closer, we can connect in easier, we can hear better. You can also say to them, if you've tried all of those things at different times, you can ask them to speak in a frequency that you understand. So for you at the moment, you might feel like somebody's blowing on your ear. This is left ear that they're showing. You might feel moments of like, oh, that was weird. And there might be no breeze around. But the only way you move forward in your journey is to move through those uncomfortable places, right? All of the time, yeah. It doesn't feel clear yet, though. Do you get moments where it's clear with the hearing? I always feel like your intuition always speaks to you and connected to it. Yes, 100%. We could have charged him. Yes. Oh my gosh. Come back. Sabrina. Just catching up with your comments. Like the wind but no wind, yeah. So again, you know, sometimes again, depending how forward you are with your team, sometimes I will tell them, you know, stop mucking around, tell it to me straight, or I'm not interested, because I don't have all day to, you know, play guessing games and stuff. You're either talking to me or you're not. It's as simple as that. That's your team. What's your team? Blowing in your ear? Wind but no wind. Interesting. I wonder if he's in the $23 club too. The NRL ad. Oh wait, I didn't see it. Did I see it? Ad. The spirit fart. Maybe that's what they are. They're fluffies in the ear. No, we won't say that. I think your spirit team plays games with me. So mine used to come through with a lot of riddles. A lot of riddles. And I don't do riddles. I've never done riddles. I've never enjoyed riddles. So one day I said, stop giving me the fucking riddles. I don't want to know about it. Tell it to me straight, or I'm going to lose interest really, really fast. And I'm going to do something less than what my potential is. Because I don't fucking care. And so we had an understanding, because you have a free, you know, again, you have free will. They will do things in certain ways, and sometimes maybe we've asked for it somewhere along the line to be spoken to in different ways. Sometimes they use the cryptic crosswords or the riddles as a way in, right? They want to see how much you're comfortable with knowing and feeling and understanding what you're picking up on it. Are you comfortable with receiving this? Is this too much? Is this too scary? Is this too loud? So we're going to play, and it seems like mind games, but it's not. There is a, you know, there is a logic there for it. It's coming in gently because we don't want to scare you, because if it was that easy, then everybody would be doing it, right? So we're going to come in a way that we know that's not going to upset you, but you're going to be curious. You maybe want to explore that more. Or you might get to the point where you don't want to have the riddles and stuff. You're ready. You want to move forward. You want to understand better. I know that was a lot, but did you have questions, Shontai? I always love this one because they bring through very specific things that you've been experiencing and how you've been experiencing it. So to mine, what's my prize for learning it? All right. You've been drawn to do riddles. I love that. It always comes up. There's always like this, that's what I mean, the riddle within the riddle. Spirit's always giving messages. If you're just joining, I'm in a paid reading with Shontai. So I'm keeping an eye out for Shontai. So all readings are on my website, which is linked to my profile, my link tree. So when you go to the link tree, look for TikTok readings. You want to tap in more? Yeah, somewhere or another you're going to have to get over your fear when it comes to sight. So find ways that work for you. So if you recognize the fear, just go, okay, well, that's mine. Now let's try to feel into the energy of what's being presented to me. Does it feel kind? Does it feel warm? Does it feel friendly? Does it feel inviting? How does it feel? Because I already know the fear is mine. So how does that energy feel? Because sometimes we have, I don't say we as in me, but society as a whole links fear with bad, because it's that fight or flight response. So if we have fear, then the energy is bad, but that's not often the case. So we've got to try and separate the fear, the initial fear, and feeling into the energy of what's being presented. So that's how I shift my focus to, what can we learn here? What is this showing me? How can I explore this more? What does it have to teach me? Yes, you can put the images and stuff in place. Again, that's where you get creative with your free will and go, like, this is what I'm comfortable to see. This is what I'm not. But they already know, right? They're already aspects of yourself. So you can just simply state, like I said before, way earlier, where you can say, only show me things that I'm comfortable with seeing. Let me learn at a pace that is comfortable for me to move through. I'm not open. I had a boundary where I was like, I don't want to wake up and have spirits in my room. I don't want to wake up and see a spirit standing by my bed. I don't want that shit. I want to be able to sleep so that my body rests. I don't want to have to deal with shit. You are the nut in the Nutella. Oh my gosh. I'm sure there are sites that have... There are sites. Be gone with yourself. TikTok let all the clowns out of the bag tonight. I'm just saying goodbye to a few. You need to separate your fears. That's the biggest blockage. Like how toothless. It's just a practice. And the more conscious you are of making that decision and going, you know, show me at a pace that I'm comfortable with. You can even ask your guides, show me how to separate the fear so that I can feel into the energy more. That's still reading. That's always a fun one. Love that. Did you screen record that, or did you want me to post it to YouTube for you?